Imagine this, you're doing absolutely everything right for your health. We're talking, meticulously taking your medications, sticking to that careful diet, even getting those daily walks in.
Right, checking all the boxes.
Exactly. Yet, despite all this effort, your blood pressure is still spiraling. This was Margaret's reality. She's 68, lives in Phoenix, woke up at 3 a.m., heart pounding.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and a truly terrifying blood pressure reading, 180 over 110.
That's dangerously high.
Right. And she was following all the advice. So what on earth was going wrong?
Right.
What's really striking, and something we hear versions of quite often, is that the answer, which genuinely shocked both her and her cardiologist, was her sleep quality. It was silently sabotaging everything.
Silently, yeah, that's the key word.
So today, we're diving deep into this. One of the most overlooked, yet, profoundly powerful tools for controlling blood pressure, especially if you're over 60. We're talking about the quality of your sleep. We're going to unlock the science behind why, deep restorative sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's actually a potent natural remedy for hypertension.
It's fascinating, isn't it, how we tend to put health things in separate boxes. Blood pressure management over here, diet, exercise, meds.
Yeah.
And sleep is like over there somewhere else.
Totally separate.
But as you'll find out in this deep dive, your blood pressure doesn't just clock out when you go to sleep. In fact, those hours can really determine whether you wake up with healthy numbers or dangerous spikes.
Okay.
So we'll explore this critical, often missed connection and, crucially, give you actionable steps to, take back control.
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? It means your sleep isn't just downtime. It's actively regulating your body all night long.
That's right, active regulation.
And here's where it gets really interesting. Recent research, this is groundbreaking stuff from 2024, published in the Journal of Clinical Hypertension. It found something quite alarming. Among adults over 60, those with poor sleep quality, they were 37% more likely to have uncontrolled hypertension.
37%, wow.
Yeah, even while taking their medications properly. But here's the incredible part, the real hope here. When these same people improve their sleep quality naturally, their systolic blood pressure, that top number dropped by an average of 12 to 15 points.
Just from sleep improvement.
Just from sleep, within only 8 weeks.
That's comparable to adding another medication for some people.
Exactly. It's huge. So can you help us understand the why? Why does sleep have such a dramatic impact?
Yeah, absolutely. Think of deep sleep as your body's natural blood pressure reset button. It's when your nervous system shifts into rest and digest mode. Properly shifts.
Okay, rest and digest.
Your heart rate slows, your blood vessels relax, your kidneys work more efficiently regulating fluids.
Yeah.
This nightly restoration is, it's absolutely crucial.
Right.
Without it, if the sleep is poor quality, your body essentially stays stuck in a kind of low-grade fight-or-flight mode all night long.
Even while you're asleep.
Even while you're supposedly resting. So blood vessels stay constricted, heart works harder, inflammation markers surge. It creates this state of chronic stress.
That idea of chronic stress even during sleep is, wow, that's eye-opening. But you also mentioned it's not just about the total hours, right?
Correct.
For our listeners over 60, what are the subtle ways aging actually changes sleep that maybe we're not aware of?
That's a really critical point. Often, doctors don't fully explain this. Aging naturally changes your sleep architecture, how your sleep is structured through the night.
It's architecture, okay.
After 60, you just spend less time in those deep, really restorative stages. More time in lighter sleep, your internal clock, your circadian rhythm, it shifts too. You might feel tired earlier, but then wake up earlier than you want.
The 3 a.m. wide awake club.
Exactly. Plus, common sleep disorders like sleep apnea become much more prevalent.
Yeah.
And we can't forget, many common medications can also disrupt those natural sleep patterns.
And that sounds exactly like what Margaret was going through. She had what experts call micro-awakenings.
Brief arousals.
Yeah, tiny interruptions she wasn't even aware of. Her sleep tracker showed, get this, 47 wake-ups per night.
47.
Sometimes just for seconds. So she thought she was sleeping 7 hours.
Right. The time in bed felt okay.
But her body was getting barely 4 hours of truly restorative sleep. It's like this silent sabotage happening night after night.
Precisely. And that raises a really important question. What's happening physiologically on a deeper level? Poor sleep quality at these disruptions, they trigger this cascade of inflammatory responses.
Inflammation, okay.
So not enough deep sleep. Your body pumps out more stress hormones like cortisol. Cortisol constricts blood vessels, makes you retain sodium. not good for blood pressure.
Right.
At the same time, growth hormone, which helps repair of blood vessels, actually decreases. Research, like studies from Harvard Medical School, clearly links this chronic sleep disruption in seniors to higher levels of inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein and interleukin-6.
And those are linked to heart disease.
Strongly linked, directly contributing to resistant hypertension, that hard-to-treat high blood pressure. And it's not just inflammation. Your circadian rhythm, that internal body clock, is absolutely vital for blood pressure regulation. Think of it as the conductor of your blood pressure orchestra. Normally, your blood pressure should drop 10 to 20% during sleep. That's called the nocturnal dip.
The nocturnal dip, okay.
Essential for heart health, gives your system a break. But disrupted sleep, it can flatten this dip, or even worse, reverse it, making you a non-dipper or reverse dipper.
Reverse dipper, that sounds bad.
It is. It's significantly linked to increased stroke risk.
Wow.
But here's the good news, the really encouraging part. Improving sleep hygiene, the basics, can actually restore these healthy circadian patterns in up to 78% of older adults, sometimes within just 6 to 12 weeks.
That's a huge recovery potential. It's really incredible to grasp just how deeply sleep impacts our heart health. It's not just nice to have.
It's fundamental.
Knowing the why is powerful, but the real game changer is the how. So where do we begin? What are some practical natural strategies listeners can use to transform their nights and, well, their blood pressure?
Okay, the foundation truly is what we call sleep hygiene, but it's about applying it specifically with blood pressure management in mind.
Right, tailored sleep hygiene.
We recommend establishing a pressure-friendly bedtime routine. And this needs to start earlier than most people think, about 2 to 3 hours before you actually plan to sleep.
2 to 3 hours, okay.
A wonderful practice to start this wind down is the cooling breath technique. Simple, but effective. You inhale slowly through your nose count of 4, hold gently count of 4, then exhale slowly through pursed lips like you're blowing out a candle for a longer count of 8.
4, 4, 8.
Exactly. Just a few rounds of this activates your parasympathetic nervous system, that rest and digest system. It starts that natural blood pressure lowering process. You can feel the shift. And temperature. This is surprisingly crucial.
The bedroom temperature.
Yes. Keep your bedroom cool. Ideally between 65 and 68 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's 18 to 20 Celsius.
Correct. Research from the Sleep Foundation actually shows that even a small increase, just 2 degrees warmer, can bump up nighttime blood pressure by 6 to 8 points in adults over 60.
Just from being a bit too warm. Wow.
Your body needs to cool down slightly to trigger the hormonal cascade for deep sleep and that blood pressure reduction. It's like setting the stage perfectly for your body's nightly repair work.
Okay, cooling breath, cool room. I think that temperature detail is one many of us miss. And it's not just what you do right before bed, is it? You mentioned strategic timing earlier. I've heard some interesting things about medication timing. What's the deal with this timing revolution?
That's right. It's not just if you take your medication, but potentially when. Now, this is critical. Always under medical supervision. Never change timing on your own.
Absolutely. Talk to your doctor.
But yes, some 2024 studies suggest that for some people, taking at least one blood pressure medication at bedtime can improve both that nocturnal blood pressure dip we talked about and overall sleep quality. Worth discussing with your doctor.
Okay.
And it's not just meds, your last meal timing. Hugely important.
The late night snack issue.
Exactly. Eating a heavy meal within 3 hours of bedtime doesn't just disrupt sleep directly. It can cause something called postprandial hypertension.
Postprandial. After eating.
Yes. Blood pressure spikes after the meal and can stay elevated during those early sleep stages. It creates this vicious cycle. Poor sleep, elevated pressure, more poor sleep.
Right. So giving your digestion a break before bed is key.
Absolutely key.
Yeah, makes perfect sense. Okay, so we have the foundations, routine, breathing, temperature, timing. Are there any specific, like, natural supplements or interventions that you find particularly helpful for both sleep and blood pressure?
Yes, there are some really promising natural options. Let's talk about a few. First, magnesium glycinate. Note the glycinate form, it's highly absorbable and very calming.
Okay, magnesium glycinate.
Research shows 300 to 400 milligrams, taken maybe 1 to 2 hours before bed, can improve sleep quality and also gently reduce systolic blood pressure, maybe by 3 to 5 points. It helps relax blood vessels in the nervous system.
A double benefit.
Nice. Then there's tart cherry juice. And this isn't just grandma's remedy, there's science here.
Okay.
Tart cherries are a natural source of melatonin, the sleep hormone. but they also contain compounds called anthocyanins, which help relax blood vessels.
Ah, interesting.
Studies show drinking about 8 ounces of unsweetened tart cherry juice, again 1 to 2 hours before bed, can improve sleep efficiency. The percentage of time in bed you're actually asleep by around 23%, while also supporting healthy blood pressure levels. Make sure it's unsweetened though.
Good tip. Unsweetened tart cherry juice.
And one more, a lovely traditional practice, the Vietnamese lotus seed tea ritual.
Lotus seeds. Tell me more.
Lotus seeds contain natural compounds that help promote GABA production. GABA is your brain's main calming neurotransmitter. Helps quiet the mind.
Okay.
So you just steep about 1 tablespoon of dried lotus seeds in hot water for 15 minutes, strain it, and drink it about an hour before bed. The ritual itself is calming, and the compounds offer both relaxation and cardiovascular benefits.
I love how those combine a sort of mindful ritual with real physiological effects. And speaking of rituals, let's talk movement. This seems counterintuitive for bedtime, but you mentioned the right kind of evening movement can help.
Yes, absolutely. But timing and intensity are everything here.
Right, no heavy workouts just before bed.
Definitely not. High-intensity exercise within, say, 4 hours of bedtime can raise your core body temperature, pump up stress hormones, making it harder to fall asleep, and potentially keeping blood pressure higher for longer.
Makes sense.
So instead, we recommend something gentle. We call it the sunset sequence.
Okay, the sunset sequence. I like that.
It's a 10-minute routine, really calming, using principles from Tai Chi and gentle stretching. Do this 2 to 3 hours before bed as part of that wind-down routine.
What does it involve?
Start with maybe 2 minutes of slow neck and shoulder rolls. Loosen up that tension. Then 3 minutes of gentle spinal twists while seated in a chair. Easy does it. Follow that with 3 minutes of supported forward folds, lean against a wall, or use a chair for support, just a gentle stretch. And finish with 2 minutes of legs up the wall pose. Very restorative.
Legs up the wall. Okay.
This whole sequence helps activate that parasympathetic rest and digest system, improve circulation gently, and really signals wind down to your body. It's about calming and preparing, not stimulating.
That sounds lovely, actually. A perfect transition. And beyond what we do to our bodies, our environment itself plays a huge role, doesn't it? Especially for sleep.
Immense. Your environment truly can heal or hinder.
So what are the key environmental adjustments we should focus on?
Light is number one, especially blue light from screens, phones, tablets, TVs, computers.
The dreaded blue light.
It's particularly disruptive for seniors. It doesn't just mess with melatonin production. It actually interferes with that natural nighttime blood pressure dip we need.
Oh, I didn't realize it directly affected the BP dip.
It does. So implement a strict digital sunset. All screens off at least 2 hours before bed.
2 hours. Okay, that takes discipline.
It does, but it pays off. Instead, use warm, dim lighting in the evening. Think salt lamps or LED bulbs that are labeled warm white, 2700 Kelvin or lower. This signals to your brain it's time to wind down, supporting both melatonin and that circadian blood pressure rhythm. Sound is another big one. Chronic noise, even low-level noise you think you're used to.
Like traffic or appliances humming.
Exactly. It can prevent you from reaching those deep sleep stages and keep nighttime blood pressure subtly elevated. If you can't control the noise, a white noise machine can be very effective. Or good quality earplugs designed for sleep.
Okay.
And don't underestimate smell. Aromatherapy. Lavender essential oil, specifically, has research behind it. It doesn't just help with relaxation. Consistent use, like 2-3 drops in a diffuser or on your pillow 30 minutes before bed, has been shown to help reduce both systolic and diastolic blood pressure.
Lavender. Simple, but potentially powerful.
It's all about creating a true sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, quiet, and calming.
These natural approaches offer so much potential. It's really encouraging, but let's be real, starting can feel daunting, right? And common challenges often pop up.
Absolutely. Change takes effort, and hurdles are normal.
What are some of the biggest hurdles people face, especially our listeners over 60, when trying to improve sleep for blood pressure?
Well, the medication maze is definitely a big one. It can be complex. Common, necessary medications can sometimes have side effects that impact sleep and, indirectly, blood pressure patterns.
Like which ones?
Well, for example, some beta blockers, often used for hypertension, can reduce your natural melatonin production and sometimes cause vivid dreams that disrupt sleep. Diuretics, or water pills, are essential for many, but taking them too late in the day.
Leads to nighttime bathroom trips.
Exactly. Which fragments sleep significantly.
Mm-hmm.
But they're usually strategies. Again, always discuss with your doctor first.
Critical reminder.
For diuretics, see if timing the last dose at least 6 hours before bedtime is feasible and safe for you. If beta blockers seem to be causing sleep issues, ask your doctor about potentially supplementing with a low dose, maybe 1-3 milligrams, of immediate-release melatonin 30-60 minutes before bed. Some ACE inhibitors can cause a persistent dry cough, often worse at night. Sometimes simply elevating your head with an extra pillow helps. A humidifier in the bedroom might too. The key is communication with your healthcare provider. They need to know about these side effects to help manage them.
That proactive approach to managing medication side effects is so important. And you mentioned the nighttime bathroom trips. That's a huge disruptor for so many people. What can be done there?
It really is a major issue. Each awakening can cause a little spike in blood pressure, besides wrecking sleep quality. The solution often isn't just drastically cutting fluids, which can lead to dehydration. It's about strategic hydration.
Strategic hydration, okay.
Try to drink about 70% of your daily fluid needs before, say, 2 p.m. Then sip smaller amounts later if needed. Definitely avoid caffeine afternoon and limit alcohol, especially in the evening, as it disrupts sleep architecture later in the night. There's also something called bladder training, which urologists sometimes recommend. During the day, when you feel the urge to go, try to hold it for just 15-30 minutes longer if it's not truly urgent.
Kind of gently stretching the bladder's capacity.
Exactly. Over time, this can gradually increase how much your bladder can comfortably hold, potentially reducing nighttime frequency. Also, for men dealing with prostate enlargement issues, sleeping slightly elevated, maybe 15-20 degrees, can sometimes reduce pressure on the bladder. And for women, pelvic floor exercises done earlier in the day, not right before bed, can strengthen muscles and improve nighttime control.
These are such practical, actionable tips. Thank you. Now, there's one major culprit that often flies under the radar, doesn't it? Sleep apnea.
Ah, yes. Critically important.
How common is it, and how seriously should we take the link to blood pressure?
Get this. Sleep apnea affects nearly half of adults over 65. Maybe even more, as it's often undiagnosed.
Half.
And it's one of the strongest independent risk factors for resistant hypertension, that high blood pressure that doesn't respond well to multiple medications. What happens is breathing repeatedly stops and starts during sleep. Oxygen levels plummet. And this causes massive surges in blood pressure throughout the night. Really stresses the cardiovascular system.
So what are the warning signs people should look out for?
Loud, chronic snoring is a big one. But not everyone with apnea snores loudly. Waking up with morning headaches is common. Feeling excessively tired during the day, even after what felt like a full night's sleep. And a key sign, morning blood pressure readings that are consistently higher than your evening readings. That suggests something's happening overnight.
Right.
If you suspect sleep apnea, even slightly, pursuing a sleep study is absolutely crucial. Treating it effectively, often with CPAP therapy, can lead to dramatic blood pressure improvements, 10-15 points, sometimes even more. It can be truly life-changing.
That potential for improvement is incredible. CPAP is the gold standard, you said. But are there any natural or supportive things people can do, maybe for milder cases or alongside CPAP?
Yes, there definitely are helpful strategies, especially for mild apnea or as supportive measures. Positional therapy is a big one. Many people have apnea primarily when sleeping on their back.
So sleeping on your side helps?
Significantly. It can reduce apnea episodes by 50% or more for some. The classic low-tech trick is the tennis ball technique. Sew a tennis ball into a pocket on the back of your pajama top. Makes it uncomfortable to roll onto your back.
Simple but clever.
There are also simple throat exercises. Strengthening the muscles around the airway can help keep it open. Things like the tongue slide. Slide the tip of your tongue back along the roof of your mouth as far as it goes. Or jaw resistance. Open your mouth against gentle resistance from your hand under your chin. Doing these for just 5 minutes a day can help over time.
Okay, tongue slide, jaw resistance.
And don't underestimate weight loss. Even losing a modest amount, just 5 to 10 pounds, can significantly reduce the severity of sleep apnea for many overweight individuals.
That's good to know. And beyond the physical aspects of apnea and breathing, what about the mind? I imagine anxiety itself can be a huge sleep disruptor, creating that awful cycle with blood pressure.
Absolutely. That naturally leads us to the mind's role. The anxiety sleep pressure cycle is very real for many seniors. Worries, health, family, finances, they don't just keep you awake mentally. They often trigger a physical stress response, raising heart rate and blood pressure right when you don't want it raised.
Right, lying there worrying, heart pounding.
Exactly. So we teach a technique called the CALM technique for managing that nighttime anxiety.
CALM? Okay, what does it stand for?
Count backwards from 100 by sevens. Sounds simple, but it engages your analytical brain, making it harder to ruminate. Acknowledge the worry. Don't fight it. Just notice it without judgment, like observing a cloud passing. Locate tension. Scan your body, jaw, shoulders, belly, and consciously release any tightness you find. Move to diaphragmatic breathing. Slow, deep belly breaths, maybe 4 counts in, 6 counts out.
CALM. Count, acknowledge, locate, move to breathing.
Precisely. Doing this sequence can often lower your heart rate and blood pressure within just a few minutes. It gives you a tool to regain control when worry strikes. And finally, while food first is always the best approach, certain targeted supplements might be helpful, but again, always check with your doctor.
Always. Okay, which ones?
L-theanine, an amino acid found in green tea, usually 100-200 milligrams. It promotes relaxation without making you drowsy, and research suggests it can reduce the blood pressure spike in response to stress. Passion flower extract. It's known to improve sleep quality for some, and it might have mild blood pressure lowering effects too. And coenzyme Q10. Many people know it for heart health, but it might also help improve sleep quality, especially for those taking statin medications, and could aid exercise tolerance the next day.
Interesting options to discuss with the doctor.
And just a final thought on the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Ensure good air quality. If you live in a city or have allergies, a HEPA air purifier in the bedroom can make a difference. Also, think about EMF exposure. Keep phones, tablets, Wi-Fi routers at least 3 feet away from your head while you sleep. Small things, but they all add up to optimizing rest and repair.
As we wrap up our deep dive today, I want you to just pause for a moment. Imagine something really positive. Picture yourself, maybe 6 weeks from now. You wake up naturally, feeling genuinely rested, maybe even energized. You reach for your blood pressure monitor. And for the first time in months, maybe years, you see numbers that actually make you smile with relief, not wince with worry. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's absolutely achievable. You have the tools now, the understanding to make it happen, starting tonight. Remember Margaret from the beginning?
Yes, the 180/110.
After she implemented these kinds of natural sleep strategies consistently, her blood pressure dropped from that terrifying level down to a beautiful 128/82.
Fantastic result.
But more importantly, she told us she just felt like herself again, had energy, wasn't living in fear of the cuff.
The truth is, your body has this incredible innate capacity for healing. You just need to give it the right conditions. And quality sleep. It's not a luxury. It's powerful medicine. It's the fundamental reset button your cardiovascular system desperately needs. And it's available to you free every single night. I know making changes can feel like a lot, overwhelming even. But you don't have to do everything at once. Just start with one thing, one strategy from today that really resonated with you. Maybe it's trying that cooling breath tonight, or maybe it's committing to that digital sunset, or trying that gentle sunset sequence a few times this week.
Small steps.
Small, consistent steps,
Yeah.
that's the key.
And to help you get started on this really powerful path, we put together a simple 7-day sleep pressure challenge. Just a guide. Day 1, focus on your sleep sanctuary. Cool, dark, quiet, tidy it up, make it inviting. Day 2, before bed, try that cooling breath technique. Just 5 minutes, 4-4-8 count. Day 3, implement your digital sunset. Seriously commit. Screens off 2 hours before your target sleep time. Day 4, add 1 gentle movement from that sunset sequence, maybe the neck rolls or the seated twists. Day 5, consider trying the magnesium glycinate or the tart cherry juice, unsweetened, after checking with your doctor, of course. Day 6, if you wake up anxious during the night, practice that calm technique. Count, acknowledge, locate tension, move to breathing. Day 7, take a moment to reflect. Did you notice any difference, even small, in sleep, energy, mood? Then choose your next small step. And we have to say this again, it's crucial. Always consult your doctor before making significant changes to your health routine.
Absolutely, especially with existing conditions or if you're on blood pressure meds.
Your doctor or healthcare provider needs to be your partner in this journey. And remember, improving your sleep, it's not just about blood pressure. You're boosting your immune system, supporting brain health, improving emotional resilience, enhancing your entire quality of life.
It's a ripple effect through your whole well-being.
So here's a final thought to leave you with. If your sleep truly holds this much power, potentially as powerful as medication for your blood pressure, what is just one small, consistent change you are genuinely willing to commit to starting tonight that could unlock a healthier, more vibrant future for you?